Good morning, guys. So I thought that I had to make granola. It's one of my favorite things. It's one of our favorite things. It's the easiest breakfast that I know and to make. And so I was making it this morning and I was like, oh, let me share that with everybody. So today I'm going to make one of my favorites, which is peanut butter granola. And it's really simple, really easy recipe. So you're going to need some oatmeal. And the reason why you see two types of oatmeal here is because I like to mix the quick oats with the old-fashioned oats. You're going to need some maple syrup, honey. You're going to need um, uh, an oil, but an oil that, not like olive oil or anything like that, something like canola oil, something that can I'm trying to figure out the word, but you know what I mean. And you're going to need some peanut butter if you want to add peanut butter. If you have an allergy or you don't like peanut butter very much, you don't have to add it. And you're going to need salt. Anything else? Oh, and I'm going to have some dried fruit at the end, dried fruit and some nuts and seeds. But I'll share that with you at the end. Okay, so let's get started. First thing I'm going to add are 4 cups of rolled oats, old-fashioned oats. You can add more or less if you want to. It just depends on how many you're serving. This goes pretty fast around here, so I try to make enough for the week. And now I'm going to add a heaping 4 cups of the quick oats. I like the texture that it gives. That's why I add a little bit of both. And now you're just going to mix this together, and I'm going to add a teaspoon of salt. Just a little bit more there. Once you've added the salt, go ahead and mix that all together. And now what we're going to do here, I have my handy dandy 4-cup measurer. I've had it for years. As you can see, it's pretty well used, well loved. So it holds 4 cups. So the first thing I'm going to do is add a 1/2 cup of canola oil. Added my canola oil. And the reason why I'm going to add the honey, maple syrup, and the peanut butter is because, and then I'm going to put it in the microwave. The reason why is I need this peanut butter to melt down. And the oil in here makes sure that the honey and peanut butter don't stick to the sides. You don't have to put them all in. You can add them directly to the oatmeal, but it just makes it a little bit harder to stir. So what I do is I mix them all here. I put it in the microwave for 30 seconds, or at least until I can stir the peanut butter, and then I pour it all over. I'm going to show you guys what I do, but feel free to add them all individually. You're going to use 1/2 cup of canola oil, 1/2 cup of honey, 1/2 cup of maple syrup, and 1/2 cup of peanut butter, creamy peanut butter. If you want to add a little bit more sweetness, you can top that up if you like, but I'm going to add 1/2 cup. Okay, so now you can see I've added the canola oil, the 1/2 cup honey, 1/2 cup maple syrup, and then I added the 1/2 cup of peanut butter. Actually, I added a little bit more peanut butter because I like peanut butter. So what you're going to do now is you're going to put this in the microwave if you're doing it this way. Also, I wanted to add that if you don't like peanut butter, you can change that to almond butter or whatever type of butter that you like. Just a nut butter. You can also change your sweeteners. Sometimes I'll use brown sugar and maple syrup. Sometimes I use the canola oil. I'll switch everything out and just use brown sugar by itself. With the peanut butter, it's entirely up to you. Some people would probably like to use stevia or whatever you like. You can use that in place of any of the sweeteners here. Okay, now I just got this out of the microwave, and now I'm just going to try and stir this up. I had it in there for 30 seconds, and then I had to do 30 more seconds. So I'm just gonna stir this all up, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done stirring so I don't waste anything. Now that I have it all, mainly like majority of it mixed together, I'm just gonna pour this over the oats. So See how everything just slides right out? I don't have to like slide all of it out. So cool that way. And now I'm just gonna mix all of this in. So you want to make sure everything's nice and mixed in. You don't want any dry bits. Yeah, you don't want any dry bits, so I tend to move it around to make sure I don't have any dry clumps of oatmeal. Okay, and from here, it's really simple. So you're going to use 2 cookie sheets, and you're going to lay this out flat on your cookie sheet. You're going to preheat your oven to, I generally leave mine at 275. You can even put wax paper between it and the cookie sheet. That makes it easier for cleanup. And I will show you the final product. Just giving you a preview of what it looks like before I put it in the oven. So it's as flat as it's gonna get. And now to cook. So I'm just gonna add the dried fruit and nuts to the granola. You can add whatever type of dried fruit, nuts, seeds, whatever it is that you want to add. You can add it now. And then I have the Weck's tulip jar, the largest size. I have 2 of these, and I'm just going to use a scoop, just a measuring cup. It's just a 1 cup measuring cup. And I'm going to scoop this in, and I'll show you all the final product. Okay guys, this is the final product. It's a really quick recipe. I know the video is long, but really and truly, it only takes from start to finish probably about, to actually mixing everything, it's probably like 10 minutes just to assemble all the stuff, and then to heat up the peanut butter and canola oil, honey, and maple syrup. Really, that's probably 10 minutes. The longest part of it is actually just waiting for it to bake. This is just an extra bag of what couldn't fit in the jars. I think these are the 2-liter tulip jars, but I'll leave that in the description if anybody's interested. These are the Weck's jars, my favorite. I think they're my favorite over the mason jars, simply because they just have so many interesting shapes and things and patterns, so I really like that. And yeah, so this should last us, well, I know this is going to last us the rest of the week and into next week. Yeah, so hope you get a chance to try out the recipe. Please leave what kind of granola you make, if you make granola, and what toppings that you'll put in yours. You can put whatever toppings you like in it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!